So Politico says Democrats are worried that young black voters might not show up for Biden, saying police brutality has spurred young African Americans to take to the streets. But it's far from clear they'll go to the polls. Let's dig a little deeper tonight with the executive director of the National Diversity Coalition for Trump, Bruce LeVell. Welcome back, Bruce. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Shannon.
Okay, so you heard Jackie's reporting that there's more pressure on the former Vice President Biden to be tougher when it comes to the police reform ideology. Today, President Trump rolling out his plans. This is how the Reverend Al Sharpton responded to the president. In this tweet, he says, Trump's executive order is toothless and meaningless. We don't need studies. We need police that commit crimes to be punished. All police that use chokeholds claim their lives were threatened. What's new? I mean, Bruce, he doesn't have buy-in across the board on this. Will it work?
Well, you know, Biden had spent 8 years in the previous administration, had many chances to try to implement something, Shannon, in all due respect. But, you know, I have to commend the president's bold initiative coming out here and addressing this very quick. And, you know, it's like we talked about in the other segment. It's like, you know, this is going to open up other doors for great ideas to grow our police, to bring the standards higher. Heck, pay them more. You know, implement the officer next door programs where you put police officers in certain areas of the community in a home that the community pays for, and then let them govern the community. Open up neighborhood watch programs. You know, we've had some real great successes here in Atlanta where cities did raise the bar on pay and raise the education level and raise the standards, what the president's saying. So I see a great light at the end of the tunnel. The other thing, too, the crime has been down, Shannon. And, you know, when we come out of this pandemic, as the president said, we saw the retail 17% spike. The job situation has been the best, especially for Black America, is the best in my lifetime, Shannon. When these gates come flooded open, when you watch this third quarter in this GDP, it's going to be astronomical. We're going to need great police on the ground to govern this great growth in this country. So I think Biden's in trouble with this, and I have to stand with the president on being proactive and coming out with a plan.
Okay, the Roots, also not impressed with this. A little bit more harsh in their assessment. I'll have to bleep a little bit of this, saying most believe the reform bill is bull blank and completely unenforceable because of the database. And this is one that would collect disciplinary records of officers. If it isn't mandated to be checked by law enforcement before hiring an officer, then it's just a Microsoft spreadsheet with names. And get this, blank, police departments can decide whether or not they even want to participate in the list.
Yeah. Listen, George Floyd's name is worldwide. We have the attention of that man's neck being pressed on for 8 minutes and 40 seconds, 46 seconds, Shannon, for the world to see. It is a collaborative effort of all hands on deck. The president has raised the bar to challenge counties, cities, states all over the world to say, okay, enough's enough. Let's get this going the way we should do this. So I think this is going to set as I call it, a tsunami of accountability across the nation based on what we see, where we came from. And yeah, the president has set the bar high for all these cities and states. Listen, no one's trying to overreach into the counties and the states. The locals are govern themselves accordingly. They know what to do. But listen, everyone's on notice because the commander-in-chief has spoken.
All right, Bruce LeVell, it's great to see you, and we'll see how this plays out. And hopefully, as you and I talked about during the commercial, there can be some apolitical or bipartisan effort at meeting each other in the middle and getting some real solutions done. Thank you, Bruce.
Absolutely. Thank you.